how are we doing? It's about to set up. You're springing back up a little bit. Come on. There we go. How's it going? Thursday, innit? Yeah. Been all over the place today. It's been on one of those days. Not a bad one. In fact, it's been quite a good day, but just a bit of a what we're doing kind of a day. You know? Or was it just me? Because I wouldn't be entirely surprised if it was just me either. Yeah, we're all doing well. Yeah. A couple of videos up today. It's cool. Did a best builds video, and we've got a resolution to our ongoing issue with perk cards and exploits and stuff in 76, and I'm throwing stuff around. There we go. Yeah, so that was nice. That's why we're a little late off the mark today, because, well, not that late compared to usual, really, but I did have to squeeze a quick extra video out today, so kind of threw a spanner in the works. I nipped out for a couple of hours and sat in the pub and read. Wasn't entirely according to plan, but it was a nice little break from the same four walls, you know. Otherwise I start to go a little bit stir crazy, and it's probably a good idea to get out of the house once in a while. And go slightly further than the corner shop, you know. Which is about all I do otherwise. So, yeah, that's been my day. Also downloaded, or pre-downloaded, the Altars, which we're going to play tomorrow night. It's a survival game with some interesting mechanics to it. Sci-fi, and set on a crash landing on an alien planet, and also a pulling different versions of yourself from alternate realities vibe. Should be interesting. Go check that one out. The reviews have started to emerge for that today, and they seem to be broadly positive. So, yeah, we'll check that one out. Otherwise, yeah, hopefully video at the weekend should be good. But today, we're going back into Atomfall, and we're hunting for keys, and we're also going to go and talk to some bandits who allegedly might not want to shoot us on sight. Although I have shot some of their mates, so that may not hold up when we actually get there. We'll see how it goes. As always, we'll wing it. Got a bunch of notifications all of a sudden. What's this all about? Yep, that's definitely good news. Cool. It's not. Right, so one thing sorted. I don't know if I'm going to update here fast enough or not. It's going to take forever, but sometimes it does that. Oh, it's okay. Not particularly hugely exciting, that last one. Right. Let's... Microphone being there makes it slightly hard for me to reach the stream deck. It's just slightly out of reach. There we go. Which I'm now going to mute because Streamlabs is being its usual pain in the arse self. Posting a completely unnecessary and unhelpful post. Let's get rid of that too. Okay. So, yeah, we need to go and find several keys to get into the crypt. 3 of them, I believe. We have 2. No, when you find 2, we have 2 already. One was in Wyndham, one's in Atomfall Woods. And then we also have to go into this area after that. So, lots going on. Supposedly, I've got marked locations in Wyndham Village. Interesting. That's not where I was anticipating it would be. No, wait, yes, it's exactly where I thought it would be. Never mind, strike that. There's also a location we have to find in Atomfall Woods. Oh, it was the Stone Circle, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember. So, yeah, I think we'll head to Wyndham first, because, well, we've got to do that, so we might as well. Rock and roll. Okay, yes, back that way. We'll see what trouble we get into. Knife, pistol, blunderbuss, and I've got a bow here, haven't I? Which I'm not sure is necessarily the play. So, we'll keep that for now. No, I won't. I will. On 4. Why, if any beasties pop out of the water at me, I'm tooled up, aren't I? Also, hopefully, this will run a little bit more smoothly. We've got a bit more flickering going on in the distance, which kind of sucks. Lens blur option, or is there? But I've tweaked the display options so that they are slightly lower, and hopefully my graphics card isn't working quite as well hard. So hopefully you won't have slight juddery issues with the stream we had last time. I hope, maybe, possibly. Can't think what else it could be other than just working the GPU a little too hard. Okay. No, nothing to kind of do anything about the slight speckliness in the distance, but oh. Did see a slight judder there, I think. We'll see how we do. I'm also curious to see whether or not this is an issue that is unique to the island here, or if it also happens in the rest of the map as well. I didn't get round to checking last night. Some other stuff, but I didn't check that. Onward, onward. Right. I think that looks a little better. Let's see if I've got any healing stuff. I have, but not what I really want. And that's the rest of the stairs. Dig and zag. Whack all of these quickly, and then hopefully we don't have to deal with any more. So that's what we need is up there. Yeah, I thought it might be. Nobody noticed the priest scrabbling around in the river, apparently. Yeah, we can get through here, I guess. I think I could do that previously. Wipe the water, dust comes up. Hey, there's a bunker over there. That didn't used to be there. Aldridge Crypt Key, such games are better to play. Or maybe did, I just couldn't get here. For many years I have sought to find God's face among my manuscripts and papers. Perhaps I thought sought too hard. Still, my diligence finds its reward in an approaching cloud. Father Ignatius thinks himself wily, but to Abbot John he is a child. Such games are better to play. We shall not see the conclusion of this match, I feel. Aldred. Sewer tunnels entrance. Interesting. Well, it'll get me where I need to go. already good there, which is nice. A couple of druids wandering about. As per, should be able to deal with them. Sneaky snake. Quite the piece of sharpshooting I was hoping for. More like it. Nice, topped up. That was a worthwhile endeavour. Happy about that. Unless I'm much mistaken, this comes out right next to the stone circle, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue either. Proving to be easier than anticipated. Absolutely no idea what that nonsense is about. I shall ignore it. Pretty sure it was in circle, yeah. I should be okay because I'm supposed to meet Mother Jago here if I want to continue trying to escape with her assistance. So, I mean, it's not saying I'm trespassing, and there's Mother Jago, so far so good. You got it, Osburn's crypt key. The deed is done, my oath fulfilled. Found all the keys required to open the sealed door in the Abbey crypts. Well, yep, that's that for now. I've done my duty to my God and my abbot. The deed is done, my oath fulfilled. I am sure this matter pertains to that which the more ignorant of my brothers call the fallen angel. Fallen it may be, but I consider it no angel. It is a natural thing, I feel sure, as natural as the rain and the sun, but that its nature is novel to us. Fallen it may be, but I consider it no angel. It is a natural thing, I feel sure, as natural as the rain and the sun, but that its nature is novel to us lends us its own mystery. Okay, weird way of stringing that sentence together. I would desire to consider that mystery, but I sense our time is short. As God wills it, so shall it be. So he's curious about it, but he doesn't think it's any kind of angel. Evening, Cal. How are you doing? I think perhaps he might have a point. better idea. No, I didn't know, alright. For those who have just arrived, we got the 2 keys that we got the clue for last time. One in Wyndham Village and one here in Atomfall Woods. Those sorted. We can push on. I'm hoping that might.
No, careful! You won't get lucky twice.
Yep, I thought as much. It did set them up, the bees on the outlaws. Just gonna stand right there.
Keep your head in future.
What the heck is going on here?
Bloody hell! Boggart! Keep sharp. No more pack.
Hang on!
I've had enough.
Not sure I'm happy about any of this. I'm going to reload that because something weird is going on and it feels like a bug. Yeah, not so bad over here now. Busy, busy, busy. It's all good. Able to have a very busy weekend ahead, I think.
Who's out there? What?
Leave off!
Did he fucker?
I did. Who done this?
I was really hoping I could use that to lure that outlaw into walking into the flames, but they didn't. Straight over the red. They did that.
Hear that? Help me!
Jeez.
I'm really hurt.
It should bleed out, I think, in a minute.
Now here, they've done a runner.
Maybe not then.
Is someone there? Lost them. Bastard.
Oh, I love him! Obsolete for a reason, I guess. Anyway. Jimmy Mingrama, how are we doing? Coin. To the village entrance, I think. I don't think I have a need to take it back. You know what? I'm going to drop into the interchange, seeing as it's right here. Catching fish. Nice. Need to do some dailies, actually. And weeklies and stuff at some point. Squeeze the occasion in. Opportunity.
Gotta be around here somewhere. Blood. I don't not get it. bugger. Bang that away. Mind out. Oh, God, that's bad. Won't be pretty when I find you.
Not, you're not wrong there. It's alright, you weren't pretty to begin with, so it wouldn't be too much of a problem. Love of... They got some stuff on them worth finding. Pistol ammo is not bad. Got one of my arrows back. Some rifle ammo, not very much, but some is better than nothing. You know what? Noticing how much space I actually don't have in here. Jesus Christ, look at that. This is just stuff that's actually useful that I have yet to use. I don't think I need that. I'm going to put one of those away, I think. I don't think there's anything else. Right, drop those. And that should at least leave you some storing space. Your first glowing fish the other day, so did I actually, Tingo. Couple down in Skyline Valley, I pulled 2 of them out. Clear weather, but improved bait. Ninja on a little bit. Decided to go this way rather than doubling back because I think it'd be quicker to run across the village than it will be to wait for the loading times. Not that they're long, but got 2 axolotls, very nice. Haven't really been searching for them, to be honest. I've been doing everything else. Anything else, something like that. Anyway. Why are you sweeping the roads with a broom? I mean, I know they're a bit of a mess, but still feels excessive. I mean, I suppose we send road sweepers out, don't we? Same thing. Still trying to find them. You got a piranha? Oh, nice. There's a couple of piranha actually. I don't know how many actually glowing varieties there are, but there are a couple of piranha at the very least. War. Okay, so we have the crypt keys in hand. The next thing to do is head to Bandit Den, I believe. Ignatius wants to find the abbot's remains because he never joined with the mass, which had something to do with the supposed angel. But it was apparently deliberate because he did not believe it was an angel at all. We still need to find his head, apparently. It was taken by the bandits, I think. Although I know the head was taken by the bandits, but I think I still need to find it. And then get to the crypt to find out what this fallen angel is. Also, I want to investigate what Bard was up to here.
The abbey is very scenic, isn't it? Picturesque, that's the word. All very historical and golden.
Oh, historical.
Wonder of times past. And the times future, perhaps. Perhaps it's better to let sleeping bones lie. You should think on that.
Sounds rather like he's a bit sunk. Mess with you, no. Let's imagine that'd be a fun time. Accidentally deleted my fishing camp, which was sad. So I've been at my hidden under the bridge camp. Been doing well. So I am going to build a new camp hopefully tomorrow. Wait. What's the plan? Build a new one tomorrow. I will also, I think, have another video to make. I've kind of forgotten what that was now. So those two dead trees framed the observatory quite nicely there. Yeah, the one I put up last weekend.
Daft. Nobody wants trouble. Off with you. Don't make us hurt you.
I'm backing up. Yeah, that one of the weekend got accidentally deleted. Yeah, I'm going to do something to follow up instead. What's the other bloody video I need? Oh, yeah, that was it. The premium bundle, the Gone Fishing bundle, it's on that you can buy from Steam and various storefronts. Bethesda hooked a few of us up with that one. The community managers specifically doing the legwork there, as they often do. Good chaps. So I will do a little video on that, I think, as well tomorrow. Ah, seagulls! Come, I'll poke you in the coconut. I wonder what the heck I'm on about there, by the way. It's a bad lip reading of Empire Strikes Back, I think. Airborne Piranha, indeed. Although if you haven't watched that particular bad lip reading episode, you may want to think twice about it, given that, that's where the bandits are holed up. Given that it does tend to get in one's noggin.
Don't be daft. Nobody wants trouble.
I sort of have a kind of invite.
Again, offered you.
Right, I'm going to sneak in somehow then. That's not quite what I had in mind. I mean, I can shoot my way in, but I'd rather not.
Let's just take a minute and cool down.
Well, this might work. Promising so far. Shit. May have fucked it. Or I may have gone away with it. Stick to the area. Yeah. See how we do. Walk in with your hands high. Well, it doesn't say I'm trespassing right now, so... Some we win. I want to get up there so I can take a picture. But... Can't. Also my eyeball itched. Well, let me up there. Punch the invisible wall, it'll go away. Testicles. You've got names? They do. I'm pretty sure there's an achievement for destroying them all, but I've not pursued that. Because it's the kind of thing that just kind of annoys me, to be honest. Fine if you're into that, but for me, you're just hunting around for those all the time and drive me nuts. Trading place under protection of Gene Hammer. Hammer, maybe. Let's drop a save first. For the abbot's head.
Oh, hello. What are you then? Friend, I hope. Don't fret. We won't start anything unless you do. And you wouldn't like that, believe you me. So what's your P's and Q's?
Mind. Just mind your P's and Q's.
Anyone's welcome. Unless you're wearing a mask made out of sticks or you're one of them fishy bastards. Well, if you've got any questions, spit them out.
Where's this place?
This is our place. Like Liberty Hall, this is. Outside here. Might well cut your throat as soon as look at you. But in here, we're all pals together. No violence is Mrs. Hamer's rule. That's Jean Hamer, our chief. If you've any business here, take it up with her. Now run along. You can mither her, but I'm done with you.
Interesting. That's interesting. I want to find somebody to trade with. If I find somebody to trade with in here. Oh, hello. I'm going to grab some stuff and take it over there. I've got a rather bad feeling about this. a big old space and a sign up top says fight. I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, it's not radiation poisoning if you're a girl, it's just radiation.
Well, here's another.
No trouble.
A stranger.
Oh, she got peg leg. Seen a couple of people with peg legs recently.
Wish we could find some cards.
Look what's washed up here. You'll understand we don't get many visitors, what with the mere and the lack of boats and the island being chock-a-block with peculiar druid fellas. So what brings you here, eh? And don't tell me you're on holiday.
No bloody idea, to be honest. I might be. Just exploring, come in peace, on the hunt for some treasure. Jenny sent me here, said we might help each other. You're not going to kill me? Jenny sent me here, said we might help each other.
Jenny said that? She's a good one, and I've trusted her judgment before now and not regretted it. Well, I know how all this might look, but you've stumbled on the only spot on this island where the people won't kill you as soon as look at you. My name's Jean Hamer, and I lead this pack of miscreants. I know what reputation folks like us have on the mainland, but I run a tighter ship in my bunker. The violence stays outside, you see? And fair warning, out there, my crew tends to be on the violent side. It's no personal. Can't blame them when half the isle wants to join us with the soil, and the other half have claws for hands. But we're not bad people. Walls go up, zone goes the way it did. We get turfed out to fend for ourselves, and they call us the criminals. Maybe
Well, I think there's probably a bit more to that than she's letting on, but, you know. What sort of fuss are you making? How did you end up here on this island? How did you end up here?
That pig Sims and his soldiers, mainly. Goose stepping around like a bunch of Nazis. Well, not so much like one. They are an army of occupation. Once he got those great thumping metal men, we couldn't fight those, so we came out here. Robots and deep water don't mix. This old fort is comfortable enough, at least. Some of them scientists were posted out here, we reckon, but they died off soon after the disaster. We're better off here. Far as possible from those druid people. Horrible lot. Obsessed with the ruins and the monks they say used to live in that abbey. There's something not right about them. Something not natural. And me and mine won't have anything to do with them. Look, Jenny's a good soul, but she's only human and can judge folk wrong just like any of us. So I'll be frank with you. And I'm not about to treat you as our saviour or something. We can trade if you're looking for hope. Might have something of value to you. Otherwise, I'll see you around. Or I won't. We live day to day in the zone, eh?
You got a fair point there. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have any way to escape the zone? I'm guessing not. If she did, she probably wouldn't still be here. No, think about an old head in a jar, would you? What's your story? How'd you all end up here? Can you stop your crew from attacking me outside? How did you all end up here?
We've been out on this daft rock for 4 years now. Seemed like a good idea. These days it oftentimes feels like a mistake, but we see the state of the mainland and it doesn't seem so bad then. Used to scrape around for a living over there. The protocol called us outlaws and came after us. Stuck it for a while until they got those machines of theirs. Didn't like those odds, so we came out here. Since then, it's been a case of quick raids on the mainland when we need things, but otherwise look for a quiet life. That's sometimes difficult when the neighbours are a bunch of odd sorts in masks.
You might be wearing a mask, but you do have paint across your face like you're a Purple Arrow wannabe or something. I'm supposed to stop your crew from attacking me outside.
You don't get it. I lead them when they need a leader, but I'm not their mother. You might have my ear, for now, that is, but I can't speak for them. They do what they like outside this bunker. I won't take them to task for a bit of a scrap, and I'm sure you can handle yourself in a scrap, eh?
Well, that's as good as they'll pick a fight with you. If you happen to win, I'm not going to complain about that either. Okay, that's a bit of an odd perspective to take. But I'm not going to argue too much. Let's see if she's got anything interesting to trade. Infection, expert skill to be none. Okay, that wouldn't be too unuseful. It would be quite useful, I would think. Don't know if I'll actually take those skills, but I might trade for it, because probably stuff I don't need. Not much here.
Ah, the good stuff.
If you want to, one medkit's enough. That's all right. I've got plenty of medkits, so that's all right, innit?
If you find anything else you want to trade, I'll be right here.
How much for your hat? Wouldn't know anything about an old hidden jar, would you?
That thing. One of my lads stole that just to put the wind up the maskers. I've taken a bit of a shine to old Boney. The box he's in will be worth a few quid too if we ever get out of the zone. Anyway, it's not wise to fiddle about with the old monk stuff. I think there was somewhat off about him. Somewhat weird that the druid maskers have caught. Have it locked up with the rest of the monk stuff we found precisely to keep it safe. And to keep my lot safe from it.
Oh, it reminds me, by the way, we've been fishing in the bog, which is quite amusing, yes, definitely. What is the weirdest place you found to fish? Because there are some weird places out there, and I want to make a video on the topic. I know of a couple, but I'm curious to see if you guys have found anywhere that's really odd that you can fish.
Watch your back out there.
Okay, so she's got it, but she won't just hand it over, apparently.
Let's take this nice and slow, huh? Let's not have any trouble.
I don't know you.
Yeah, mad. There's a lot of shit what you don't know, buddy. Between me and where I want to go, dude. Move.
Let's have no trouble from you, alright?
Nice. So, I can get in there. I don't know what the advantage to it would be, but I can do it.
Steady now.
I'm guessing what I want is in there. Requires bandit den storeroom key. Does it now? Does it just require me to figure out a way in there? Mightn't be expected. Can I pick pockets? No, I can't. Can't do it in the game either. Ching. This off requires Jean's key. Interesting. Interesting.
I don't know you.
Congratulations. Some of the comments they make are just a bit weird. Like that one.
know why we're hanging round. We've had all that weren't nailed down already.
The dead druids, and I can loot this one. It's the other side, Paul, wave your willows. It's interesting. I tried that and I couldn't get it to work, so I guess I must have just not found the right spot. I'm writing these down though.
Christ, watch yourself, mate.
Big more I kind of knew about. I don't think that's quite so surprising to me. Maybe a little bit illogical, but not quite so surprising. Oh, there's a mesh there that I couldn't see. Right, now this looks to be poison. No. I'll need an antidote, won't I? What did I learn? Infection expert, okay. Increases damage dealt to infected enemies, allows harvesting of infection samples and honeycombs from infected sources, increased melee damage while infected. Some of that I'm okay with, not so much the melee damage while infected, but most of that I think I'm alright with. I'll probably take that. We'll see though. There's bow skills, not too bothered about the rest of it. Recovery is not a bad one to have. Radiation resistance wouldn't be a bad one. Some melee stuff. Everything at this point is just kind of nice to have, really. That was underwhelming. Oh dear. Pool of Green County Lodge. Again, didn't think I could do that because it wasn't deep enough, but I might chuck that one in. New River Gorge. All good. A couple of those I sort of semi-knew about already. Rick Random and the Space Pirates. Sounds like a weird band name, really, doesn't it? More than a comic book. Ooh, nearly missed that trap there. Must be either food time or just after food time, because somebody has opinions. Jesus, that cat is shouting. I'm going to go and look into this. She's shouting a lot. Hang on. Right, I'm back. Cat was making lots of noise there, and I was a little concerned why. I think it's just a combination of being momentarily alone, which I don't think she deals that well with, and also my other half's got in the shower, and I don't think she likes that very much at all. She definitely doesn't like it when we get in the bath. She thinks we've lost our bleeding minds, actually, when we do that. But, yeah, she doesn't seem to like the shower very much. I think that's what she's shouting about. Anyway. Where were we? 2 rivers by the train station. Yeah, small areas, but fishes, but rivers, so. Fishing in the bog, trying to catch the chickens. Yeah, I was always confused as to exactly why Captain Picard needed to start every day on the Enterprise describing his morning BM, but you know. To each their own, I guess. Can I send these still? I think I know what you mean, yeah. One by Ironholt Farm. Couple of fishing spots these two out. Mount Blair Train Yard. Yeah, not bad. I'm looking for more, like, really bizarre, that, like, make absolutely no sense whatsoever. The swimming pools are a good start. Those make no bloody sense at all. I like those. That sort of vibe, you know? That's where the boss sleeps, huh? Oh, that's the other side locally. I didn't think it was going to be in here. Blunderbuss, which I could take. At which point I don't need one. Can't use it to upgrade, can I?
When Margaret Lockwood did it. I need one of them old-fashioned hats.
But I haven't got enough space for that, so... It's creepy. Found a relic containing the Abbot's head in the Lake Bandit Den. Prior Ignatius requested I bring the Abbot's remains to Bill's hideout. Okay, I don't know if that's a thing that I entirely want to do though, because we seem to have two opposing factions here, and I guess I need to pick a side. You flop down on the floor. That's very adorable. Can't get out that way. That's great. Gonna have to do some very rapid movement here then. Hold your breath. I don't really know what the poison status does. To be honest, makes it harder to see, but other than that, it's an underwater cave at the Blind Grove. I know there's a really deep hole there. It's the deepest spot on the map, in fact. Didn't know there was an underwater cave there. Might have to look into that. That's some bad handwriting even by my usual standards. Right. Alright, so I'm apparently in... Oh, that's interesting. That's a new development. I need to go and have a look in the room in the chemical testing bunker, see what's going on there. Would have been stashing some stuff. The cellar hideout I'll need to go back to, probably. So Ignatius wants to have his head reliquary, because the Abbot's remains were hidden because he didn't join the mass. But we know the Abbot was trying to hide the keys so he couldn't get into the... so that Ignatius couldn't get into the cellar. But if the Abbot joins the mass, then he'd know... Ignatius would know where the keys were. They're not there anymore, we've got them. And would therefore potentially be able to get in? Or know what the Abbot was keeping from him. I might save it and save scum a little bit on that, because I'm not sure. I am going to go and store some stuff before I go and have a look at this chemical testing bunker. This, top of the list, is getting stored. That's getting stored. Yeah, that should do for now. All leads to a cave. I'll have to have a look in there again. I wonder whether or not I can acquire enough rads from being in the water to prevent myself from dying from drowning. I don't think I can, but...
Wish we could get into action more.
I'm assuming this area here is safe, and if I go down below this area, I will no longer be safe. So, there's bunker entrances here, and then there's supposedly a path up that way. Let's go and see what we've got here. Our testing grounds. A pirate ship. Arr. Looks very much like the ones that are in Fallout, only bigger and cooler. It's actually an old fishing boat, really, isn't it? A fishing trawler. Cool, though. I'm guessing this will be Jean. Jean? Yeah. The pirate leader, Lady Kraken's Wake. Oh, that's a good name for a boat. I'm at the leader of the bandits, so I'm guessing this is her way out of here. You know, just head out and sail around the coast. Why they haven't done that already, I don't know, but. It's a lot of glue. Sticking, not for sniffing. Unless you have a death wish, anyway. There's still better options, I think. Hello, it's down to slug 5. So there's probably a bunch of them. Explored bunker, and that's locked. Okay. Prohibited place. Photography not authorized. Official Secrets Act. Interesting. There's chemicals coming up from below, poison and the like. We've got an old fort of some kind. And 3 fish catching the cranberry bog. 1 of the cranberry bog and 2 in Savage Divide to complete all the challenges. Oh, nice, Steve. You've been busy. Oh, sure you do. For the love of God. Jesus H. I get they're supposed to be intimidating, scary and tougher. Really wish they hadn't fallen into the bullet sponge approach, so it makes me sad inside. Make them tougher by making them bullet sponges. Make them tougher by making them smart. A bit disappointed he's still coming after 2. It's going fine. Sweet man pilots to breathe underwater. There's an option. Evening grey. I assume the reason that they go with bullet sponge over advancing the AI and making enemies cleverer and more tough to up the difficulty is because one of these is more surmountable an approach for people who are perhaps not that strategically minded, which could include me, by the way. For those who are not necessarily the most skilled of gamers. TM. It may well be that so I can get in that way, okay. Yeah, cranking up the enemy's smartness might not be the best thing for them. Still. I think bog lurker does not count as a bog lurker. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with this bit. Glowing camera doesn't count for a regular one. They gotta be the specific variety. I see where you are. I'm with you. Yeah. I mean, I kind of get it. As much as I also kind of don't. They're doing experiments down there, are they? Interesting. Somewhere down there is where we came in, I think. So what's this? This is where those other guys came out of. We found them in here first. Might have been able to blow them up. We've got a log 1 and a log 5 now. Seen any others? Sometimes the intermediate numbers aren't available to be found. For the love of... I did not ask it to do that. Yeah, we'll reload. I'm not dealing with that. Cheese flavoured popcorn. Put me down for no thank you. In here, wasn't it? It was on there, I think. Yeah, it's a very pretty part of the world. Right. Let's try this again. Yep, the cock up. No, sir, I don't like it. Well, let's see if you're as stupid as you look. No, but I am. Okay, that went slightly better than I was afraid it might have. Didn't expect that to launch off and blow up the ones I was standing next to. Raw, I don't like that. Okay. Testing grounds. I thought I had more than that. Don't want that one. Don't want that one. Ride resistance wouldn't be bad. Damage dealt to infected enemies. Could have that one, but I don't have enough, apparently. So I guess we're heading into the admin section. Strange. All a bit strange. Sweet popcorn, the way nature intended. I heard about this place, but apparently, other than the fact it was here, there was not much else to hear about it. Allegedly. Advanced research labs, waste disposal, power control, and admin. All that way. I honestly didn't expect triggering that thing to work. I thought it was going to need something else to do it, but... It sounds like an experience. Doesn't sound like a good experience. Yeah. Not quite convinced anybody knows the answer to the question of what is Marmite. Other than yeast extract. Oh dear. Which still doesn't really mean much. Wouldn't describe it as salty myself. It wouldn't be my go-to description of it anyway. Don't know how I would describe it. But not that way. Ow. Or do I go back to the infield? So I feel like I go back to the infield. Spell's cool, but the damage is just not there compared to the infield, which does have the damage, but a much slower fire rate. Marmite and dripping sandwiches sounds like a quick road to a short life. Now about, don't know if that was a good idea or not, but yeah. Admin. Apart from the other side. Labs. Seems to be able to detect me on the side of the wall. I'm not daft. You know it, so stop trying to make me do something stupid. I've decided trying to stay away from those chemicals there, and it didn't want to let me do it. Research Lab B I could get into. Lordy. Jesus. Oh, out on toast is pretty amazing. It's not yeast per se, it's yeast extract. It's different. It is famously something people either like or they hate. Tends to be one or the other. My bay is barred from the other side. I put it in beef gravy in particular. Better than pineapple on pizza. But no less divisive, I guess. Pretty much feline, yeah. I don't know, is Vegemite the same thing as Marmite? I have no idea. Never had it, so I couldn't say. Now back to start. Wait a minute. This isn't the start. What the fuck is it? I think I know where I am. Sort of. Yeah, I know where that goes. Okay, right. Let's skip the melted cheese, and to be honest, I put way more on than most people would say is sane or usual, I think. Right, we'll deal with that in a bit. We'll have a look at Lab B first. Lighter version, is it? More approachable version. Never tried Bovril, so I don't know what that's like. Never really felt inclined to either. It just looks like instant gravy to me. I don't know why you'd want to be drinking that outside of, you know, instant gravy on your... Well, why would you want to put instant gravy on your beef? Make proper gravy. It's not difficult. See, if it's going to hang visibly in the middle like that, I'll climb over the bloody bed and go around or something. Or go through. But, I don't know what's going on here, or what was going on here. I don't see any information to elaborate either. See a reason to risk exposing myself either. Not yet, anyway. That's access to Lab A, I assume. Yeah, gem I can kind of get behind. Strawberry jam and Yorkshire pudding? Jesus, guess I'm not half as weird as I thought I was. Managed to make me feel reasonably normal, and that's no mean feat. Orange marmalade, I can get behind that one. Dip your cheese sandwich in. Not I need to stay away from the cheese sandwiches, otherwise it ends very poorly for me, but I'd generally make a sandwich slightly more interesting than just cheese, to be honest. Not that I'm judging, but in general. Tell you what, anybody else notice that this new Discord update is a crock of shite? Or most recent one, I should say. The streamer mode doesn't work anymore. And... what was the other thing? Oh, yeah. No, there was another thing, but I forgot what it was. Streamer mode in particular not working is definitely annoying. No, 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 no. The calculation is correct here. Ah, shite. So, that's turned off. Well, there's pros and cons to this particular weapon, I have to admit. Was not the plan, but okay. That's more like it. Done that skill earlier, but anyway. Worked out fine. Oh, fuck's in there, but it sure as shit ain't Bovril. No. You got a hot lead sandwich though, and apparently that wasn't his cup of tea. Not an unreasonable position to take, to be fair, though. Quite right. Shotgun shells, because they know you're going to be bringing the blunderbuss. Authorized research. Bad news, I'm afraid, Dickie. The grown-ups got wind of the Red Dagger research and spirited away. We had the right act read to us over it, wrist slapped, sent to bed with no supper. Valley shame, I call it. It was an interesting thing, McGummy, and poor old Bobby Thorndyke was a figure of tragedy when they took his experimental data and gave him a warning about such unauthorised research. Not a word of thanks. Top-notch work he was, too. All sorts of interesting contradictive effects betwixt the thing and the Oberon core. That's a shower of ingrates. So they found something that has a strange reaction to Oberon. So maybe this is the magnet positive negative thing between Oberon and whatever this angel thing is. Oberon is like, I don't know, the negative and this is the positive or something. Lunchtime. Cheese and Marmite. I'm guessing it's probably not where the inspiration has led Grey. It's a hunch, but one about which I'm moderately confident. Not quite what I had in mind, but hey, we'll take it. Back up, you. I've got half of my shotgun ammo back. Turning on power. I was kind of hoping it might. It has. It's cleared out the gonk. I was thinking that might be the case. We're degonked. Well, I don't know about being gunkless. Would be better, but I don't think the gonk can go quite that far yet. Lots and lots of crafting materials in here that I don't need. Bullies, that's what I need. Lots and lots of bullets. Where's the fucking armory? Seem to have achieved a great deal here. Trying to figure out. There's definitely a way to change where the power goes, presumably there. Quite reach it. Don't know if it's possible to upgrade this thing. increase its range. Seems not right now. How did monkey nuts, right? Well, and squeak. He's going old school. I don't think I'd have been generally inclined towards putting the offcuts of meat in it. Everything else, well, I don't know. Everything else seems reasonable-ish. An oil, I don't mind picking loads of that up. Hello, administration wing. Traces of the Oberon organism. Organism, huh? Ramifications of last week's speculative biopsies of tissue from all research personnel continue to snowball. Having detected traces of the Oberon organism in some, but not all of the samples, we spent the weekend searching for commonalities. The only one with any resilience is an oddity that the only one with any resilience is an oddity that all the infected samples some of the meat for which Xion is locally famous. What? That literally doesn't make a shred of sense. The ramifications of last week's speculative biopsies of tissue from all research personnel continue to snowball. Having detected traces of Oberon organism in some, but not all of the samples, we spent the weekend searching for commonalities. Okay, that's fine. Well, it still doesn't make a lot of sense, though. Anyway, the only one with any resilience is an oddity that all the infected sampled... Oh, that all the infected sampled some of the mead for which the island is locally famous. Okay. Fucking weird sentence. I was chafed at the time for declining to drink any, but the curious intuition may have saved me from infection. Of course, it may be purely coincidence, but the hypothesis bears further investigation. We must get some of the stuff and analyse it. Some of the scientists found and drank some of the local mead, which had the angel's essence, or whatever the fuck it was, in it, leading to them becoming infected with the Oberon organ. Oh shit, there's 3 dudes in there. Organism. So it's definitely related to Oberon, whatever this angel is, which we could have guessed anyway. got a couple of thoughts. I have a couple of ideas. Right. I might also be insane, so we'll see how this goes. I am also insane. Okay. What else? Open faster, please. Ooh, seat of my pants. Ah, that did not work at all. And still they cometh. And so I dieth, apparently. No! Fucking game. Yeah, also, they put the pin back in, and I was like, great, okay, I can run away. And then he pulled it out and throw it again without my input, which was not what I wanted at all. None of that resembled the instructions I gave the game on any level whatsoever. Oh shit, there's a hole there. None of this is going the way I wanted it to. A new strategy may be required. Ah, shizer. Why are you not load? What the fuck happened to using the stripper clip? An ass. If this guy was ever trained to use an Enfield, he's forgotten how to use it. Or girl, I don't know. We don't actually know whether we're playing a guy or a girl, do we? Because, yeah, instead of using the stripper clip, he's pushing a bullet in there one at a time. Which I don't know if that's necessary or not in a Enfield number 4. I feel like there is a stripper clip there, but despite that, it's still being loaded manually. One bullet at a time, I mean. Yeah, the plan wasn't really what I wanted there, but it worked. Yeah. My bloody stream deck's not doing half the shit I want it to either. Software. Just not that reliable apparently these days. Advanced research keycard. Wonderful. Fucking idea what I need that for. I know I'm going to need it for something to get further into this place, but... I mean, should have been my first clue, really, shouldn't it? Although, let's be honest, that doesn't really look much like glass. That might have something to do with me dipping the graphics settings a little bit. Speaking of, by the way, is this running better for you guys today than it was yesterday? Should be smoother, I hope, because I did tweak the settings. Iron peas, and... get behind that, not so much the bother, really. It does sound fairly terrible. Still want to know. Up in here, and supposedly got it. Okay, back of that wall. I couldn't get it to work. Well, progress anyway. It'll be bloody worth it after all that. It was not. Assuming this is the advanced research place where I need that key card for. My every instinct tells me this is bloody stupid. Yeah, crossing over into the realms of grinding there, aren't you, Steve? Corrupted dagger. Low damage, fast attack speed, increased damage to infected enemies. Still shit, but unique. Do feel rather disappointed right now. For all that. What are we doing? Well, huh? Well. No, I'm going to go this way. Doesn't matter, but I'm going to go this way. Because the boat's cool. Nice. Oh, that's what the problem is. Got fingers a bit sore. Figure out why. Because I injured it, that's why. There are somewhere out there, Steve, lists of what combinations work best, give you the best odds to catch whatever thing you might be looking for. I don't know if you feel like taking a look at those, but food for thought. Need some explosives. To be honest, I've got that many first aid kits right now. I'm going to use one. He's back. Oh my cheese, Sarnie. Say some of these food options around here sound only marginally better than something cooked by Baldric. So if you start recommending filet mignon and sauce béarnaise, I'm out of here. Ooh, there's a cave there. It's a curious turn of events. Oh. I should have stick of dynamite. Well, I did save it, but I don't suppose this is going to go well. Currently going better than anticipated, so... that enough as a win. Needle gunpowder, do we think? Good bandito. Found this morning, yeah. Ah, Cove Hideout. Nice. We have a body. Nothing interesting on it. Didn't know better, I'd said that was the contact, but he shouldn't have been able to get here. Jenny's recording.
What do you want? You should know, Jane is a friend of mine. If you hurt me, she will know about it. I'll make sure of that.
I'm not here to hurt you, Jenny. I just want to talk.
How do you know my name?
You don't recognize me, of course. Things have changed, it's true.
I've never seen you before. You are one of Jane's men, aren't you?
Jane's men? Ah, is that the body I'm in? Now, don't you remember? You came all the way from London to speak to me. I followed you from the churchyard that time, don't you remember?
What? No. That's impossible. You're playing games.
We met once before the voice awakened. Don't you remember? At the edge of the woods. I warned you about what the government was doing at Windscale.
How do you know all this? I never told anyone.
I needed to speak to you.
Told me.
We need you, Jenny. We need you to tell the world the truth.
It can't be. You're dead. I saw you die. I watched you die.
There is no death in this place. I ascended into a greater understanding. Isn't that why you came here? To understand?
That isn't understanding. That's destruction. That's losing everything that you are. People just mulched up into nothing.
You feel that way because you don't understand. I thought that too. Until the voice spoke to me. Listen, Jenny. You almost listened in the woods that day.
Get away from me. I mean it. Get back.
You have to listen, Jenny.
Get away from me.
You have nothing to fear. Bliss awaits. You need only... Little Jenny Coggins. Always lost.
Whoever that spirit is, it's not her contact, because he died in the interchange. And I don't think they ever met in person. I think this guy, or the spirit that was possessing this one, was something else. It's probably somebody from her further back past. Because, yeah. That's just from the way that he addressed her. This whole hideout was moderately worthless. Other than that recording. Yeah, no, well, it may have been a pirate cave once, but it's a reporter's hidden meeting place in this case. Baby pizza sounds terrible. Hello? No. Imagine it doesn't end well. It's a lot of sugar and God knows what else that's mixing together in a way that doesn't sound particularly like the following bathroom break is going to be a lot of fun.
Don't go asking for trouble or you'll get it. Did I scare him off? Last chance. Go while you're able. Last warning. Me. Or you'll be sorry. Watch yourself, bomb out!
You right. You're not getting the fuck back up, are you, motherfucker?
You've had it.
Oh, nice throw. Still one missing. The one who threw a nade at me. He does not get to do that and live. I feel like he went off the cliff though. He did go off the cliff. He literally ran right off the cliff edge and killed himself. There's the other ones there. Clearly realised his folly and decided to take the quick way out. Yeah, I felt slightly queasy, I think, no. Never mind a sugar rush. That should send a message. Maniac on the loose. Hello, Dominoes. Oh, interesting.
Now she's a bandit queen, like something out of a bad Italian operetta. Funny how life turns out. Once a pillar of the community, solid and reliable. Now, well, one wonders, doesn't one?
Yeah, what drives a person into that scenario? Not really had much of a poke around the Abbot's house yet, have we? That'd be cool. On the way back towards Stellar Hideouts. Although we're probably going to run into some grouchy druids along the way. Squawk. Squawk, squawk. I'm into grave robbing. I'm just not particularly above it, you know? Got a shiv in his head. Inspection expert manual. Be the one I bought then, would it?
You will be more use. Oh God! Hey!
Motherfucker. Guff. This is not going according to the plan. Where are you, you bastards? Alright. Stabby, stabby. Now have a sandwich. Stabby, stabby, time for a kebabby. Something like that anyway. Well, there was a third one somewhere. Oh shit, you're armed, huh? Oh, that's the way we're playing, huh? We've got a mighty durable skull.
Now to you. Moved. You'll pay for this in blood.
Concrete for... Concrete instead of bones, these fuckers. Oh, went down a bit better. Jesus. English mustard barbecue sauce. Interesting. Some interesting fermentables that are going on around there. Yeah, I can believe it actually. Can't imagine, but I can believe. So that was an interesting exercise that nearly ended in disaster. Centuries old parchment, tattered and fainted. The angel has brought us a deep peace. Never before we appreciated God's gift of this world so deeply. To hear the wisdom of the land. The soil whispers it. Take the bees hum with it. We partake of their industry and are enlightened. You are freaking high. Not quite enlightened, but definitely high. How's my health look? Surprisingly better than I expected. Cool. So yeah, I'm really not sure if I want to hand the head. I haven't got the head on me, so I can't hand it over anyway. Whoops. Let's see what happens. Conversation anyway.
Find the abbot's remains. We must continue his sacred work.
Tell me about the monks in your order.
We have had our troubles with kings. First, of course, with the heretical
Other
King
side
Henry
business, I
and
would
his
think there,
persecution
Grey.
of the true church. The abbey was dissolved, but it was too much trouble for the king's commissioners to reduce the buildings as they did elsewhere. Our forebears persevered in secret through the false promise of Mary and her Protestant sister. When the Scottish King James, a good Catholic, assumed the throne, we had hopes. But viperous tongues turned him against us, and he declared us apostate. Before these new commissioners could complete what Henry's could not, we anticipated them. To James and the world, we were dead, and yet we live. The fallen angel had come to us, you see, and we were illuminated by a truth more sacred than any within the ken of kings and queens. The scriptorium may still have some surviving books if your curiosity remains unquenched. I will mark it on your map.
Curious. So how is this shoot possible?
The gift of our angel is that of unity of mind and of purpose. Through the industry of the bees in their hives and the angel's blessings, we are blessed with the gift of the blue mead. That mead is the medium through which I am here present and of a single mind with my brothers.
I drank that strange essence. Will what happened to Bill happen to me?
No, not yet. The boatman partook of the mead often in his lifetime, as did those of the village. Now they hear the purpose and tend to the abbey, though our voices are a babble for them.
Well, this is very true. Really happy to be surviving. I'm also confused. Oh, there's the exit, I think. Yes. He's marked the scriptorium again, even though we already knew where it was, because we've been up there. But he doesn't know that. We do know that the... what he doesn't know is that the abbot just come to the conclusion that the fallen angel was anything but. And... Am I in the right place? Here I am. Thought to... Whoops. That's the gate I'm looking for. Yeah, the abbot had realised that the fallen angel wasn't an angel of any kind whatsoever. And had taken steps to prevent himself becoming one with the rest of the group, and also to prevent access to the crypt. Now, I can't remember what's down in the crypt, or what's allegedly supposed to be down in the crypt. However, this is the question. You know what? Change my mind. Before we go and grab the head, and maybe consider taking it to Ignatius, the prior, wasn't it? Bill, depending on how you want to look at it. We'll try something else to see if we can't get into the Abbey first.
Isn't science fascinating? The telegraphs, telescopes, telephones. Where would we be without it? Well, take the scientists at the plant facilities, for example. They'd still be alive.
Where's that guy?
They were so taken with the physics and chemistry of it all, yet it was the biology that they should have kept an eye on.
Interesting. More and more it's sounding like spores infecting various people. Those spores of what? I don't know. What source and what nature? Yeah, I want to see if we can find out what's going on with the Abbey and the Abbey ruins and whether or not I can get into this crypt. Now I've got the keys. I should go and see Jenny Coggins at some point, but that says that's all resolved, so... Found all the crypt keys, and I can open the door in the Abbey crypt if I can get down there. Yeah. I think... I think the gist of it is this fallen angel's supposed to be there, though what I'm to do about it and stuff I don't really know.
We cannot feel out your intent.
We're going there and I'm trespassing, apparently. This is not going to go well, is it?
If you stay, you'll die here.
Oh, trespassing? I'm fucking not. It's not their place. Don't belong to anybody anymore. Well, not in this area. Okay, so they don't want me in here either.
Be you a threat?
Oh, yeah.
I'm bleeding.
I'd be moving, but unfortunately I've got hold of the wrong wall. Holy shit.
mate.
Murdering scum.
You were trying to murder me, what? I don't feel like I really did anything too terribly wrong there.
I'm bleeding. You will be more use dead. Whoa.
Still got that back.
Time to bleed. Oh.
Oh, come on, that was clearly right in his melon.
Ah, you little.
Ho ho ho! Snooze you lose. Yes, it was a poison bomb, that one. Read manuscript The Angel. Ooh, the barter crate, nice. Manuscript created by the Druids, meant to look old. So it came to pass that the one true God, whose voice is in all things, sent his emissary to earth in the form of an angel, and the angel fell to earth and was embraced by the soil of the earth, and the angel slumbered, and its dreams were of the divine, and they touched the thoughts of the men who wove into them. And the thoughts of the men thereby became divine too, and the mission of the angel was established here on earth. It was willed by the hand of God. Okay, yeah. Usual crazy bollocks.
Heretics will die! Oh, God! Oh, there's loads of blood. No!
Come on. Be having you.
I'm hurt!
Damn right you are. Whew. Well, I'm out of arrows, so does pose a certain complication.
Soil will feed. Stop your whinging. No bugger!
Right. Put up a fight, but we get there in the end. Couldn't have any meds on you, could you? No. That'd be way too convenient. What if I do? The note? Where the hell would the crypt be?
Help me! No bugger!
The fuck was even that? Fucking monsters. Oh. Yeah, that sounds about right, main grower. Consistent with what I've heard, anyway. Right. To be honest, these bloody druids are getting on my frickin' nerves.
No, no! They're dead.
Right, you'll be one with them before long. As soon as you poke your head out from behind that frickin' fountain. Objection! A big old bullet between the eyes, not resulting in you hitting the deck. Okay, I'll grant you that one. You moved just fast enough that I couldn't get across there on you, Melon.
They're retreating!
They're reloading, that's what they're doing. They ain't retreating.
Bastard!
Death to unbelievers. You bugger.
Motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Unreasonable. It's fairly warm here. The house has been interestingly cold. Well, not cold, cool. Compared to the temperatures outside. But I think because it's not been particularly sunny, it's been windy and grey and miserable and windy and stuff. But mostly grey and overcast, but still warm. Just form an orderly clear queue and let me dome you one by one. Heck, it's not even loaded, son of a bitch.
Just you and me then.
Fuckers. Oh.
You will be mine. Oh, bloody hell!
There's a fuck lot of these fuckers in here, and I have no idea where the entrance to the crypt might be. It's not going very well. I mean, I should be patient and try and sneak past them, really, but really what I'm meant to do, but yeah. To be honest with you, Steve, I don't think I'd be putting my money on that becoming a thing. No matter how many pics you send.
We don't know
Time to bleed. You, cheeky.
Ah, went moderately better than I was expecting, I've got to admit.
Carve them up.
Oh, you little...
Close one, mate.
I took a skill that increases my damage against infected enemies.
Carve them up.
I'm now wondering if that's why my guns suddenly feel a bit more effective against the druids, because they're all infected.
Oh, no, they're dead.
Becky, you sneaky fuck. Fast, blue, and hedgehogs, isn't they? There we go. They're dumb enough to hide behind window openings like they're solid surfaces. Not the best bit of AI work, but you know.
You will be more used dead.
I will take advantage. Seems only fair after the way it's gone thus far. Bringing up their own when they get to resist, apparently. Well, this is where the scriptorium was. Who suggested there might be notes or something kicking around, but there are not. I think it's just what we've already found, but there was another hint towards it. The prior, rather, I think, wasn't it, that's made the suggestion? He's a ghost or something. Oh well.
Jesus.
That was better.
Time to bleed.
You.
He got at least 2 in his melon there.
Ah, you little. It's over for you.
Who are you calling little? Hopefully, this should be a druid-free zone now. If that guy's a druid or hobbit. So the good news is clean the buggers out. Bad news is it's cost me a large number of resources to do so. I'm still no closer to figuring out where the bloody crypt is. Aha. Or not. Got a hunch I have to return the abbot's head to find out where the crypt is. Which would kind of suck, because I'm pretty sure that's not what the abbot would want, or what I want, really.
Death to unbelievers.
You will be more.
Because he had headgear on. Okay, I can tolerate that. I mean, I'm not keen. Still should be a one shot, but... I mean, I did find a cave door down below, didn't I? It doesn't exactly stand to reason that that would be the crypt. I mean, looking more and more likely, but it also couldn't be. Is that it? After all that, that looks more promising. It's in the bog, okay. If it goes well. There we go, Abbey Crypt. So that's what the keys will open. Yeah, footsteps.
Aiden! Help me!
Be more careful, for Christ's sake.
A foot rifle, come on.
Bloody hell.
I had more arrows than that. I had more arrows than that. I have many more arrows than that. Why do I not have arrows? I literally picked up like half a dozen of them just before I came down here. Why do I not have arrows?
Gone. They were here.
They're usually underneath, which is what I was looking for.
Well, there's nobody here now. One, mate.
Ooh, got myself an arrow.
It's not over yet. I'll finish you off.
That's better. Often there, you know, the like shafts of wood sticking out of my torso. Come on, let's be having you then. Good news is we're making progress. The bad news is I don't have anywhere near as much ammunition as I would like. That's not creepy at all. You see, when I desecrate graves, it's okay. When somebody else does it, it's creepy as fuck. A little bit of lighting issues going on there. Keys may be lost to time. Sisters and brothers, 4 keys have not been found in the crypt. The monk's voice is speaking fragments, but no word of the keys has been delivered to us. We must search the abbey grounds. We must search, trust in the soil to reveal what was buried. The locations of the keys may be lost to time. We must rediscover the past and make it our present. That is our purpose. Yeah. About that. I've got the keys. I don't currently have the abbot's head, although I wonder if perhaps I should. Yeah, Prior, what's his name, wants the abbot to rejoin their consciousness, or to join their consciousness, so that he'll know what the abbot did with the keys, basically. And why, he knows they were hidden, I think. Right, okay. Come out of there. This is dead end. Right, okay, that's fine, that's fine. But seems more than likely the abbot hid them, we know, because he discovered that something, or came to the realization at least, that his angel was anything but. I'm inclined to agree with the abbot.
Hell and damnation. Here we go. Bastard!
Die, you little fucker! The love of all that's unholy. that. I've used a lot of my resources here and I do not feel particularly good about that. Meds I'm okay on. It's getting the bullets back that I'm more worried about. There's a whole area over there, barred from the other side. Okay. Question, how do we get there then? None it.
Trinity is one. One head has three.
The catacombs just keep on going, don't they?
The voice in the soil, the voice is everything. You will be more use dead.
Oh, come on, stop smithering.
Oh, you little...
Feck. Oy, 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 oy. Okay, I'm here. Right, that's fine. I think I really want to use these, but I've not got much else in the way of healing. End up infected, but... I mean, I could craft some healing stuff. I've got loads of materials to do that with if I need to, but... Just dead end on it, right, okay.
Bloody hell, that was cool. You killed them all. Blood.
Yeah, you fucking right, dude. Oof. Yes. Supposedly only got 2 arrows. I swear I'm supposed to have more arrows than that. It's not registering every time I pick up arrows, I'm sure of it. Monk's box. I could not refuse the abbot. Messy, troubled handwriting of this letter faded over hundreds of years. It was my sacred duty to care for this church. I swore to safeguard the keys to the crypt, to guide their passage through trusted generations. Forgive me, Brother Prior. I could not refuse the abbot's request to take the keys from me. Now I fear him, an agent of the devil. My deed has doomed our isle to ruin. You went to the angel, my brothers, but my soul was too wretched to follow. Perhaps in death you will read this, for in the angel's light, death and life are one. So he was supposed to be the keeper, and he handed the keys over to the abbot. I still think the abbot's right. He wasn't so sure. I think it's less than spectacular turn of events there. This must be the door. The other entrance that I discovered in the caves. Crikey, is that the time? Would you? You can run for it. Here's my crazy cleared. Interesting. Well, we'll carry this one on next time, I think. Just to leave it on a cliffhanger there. Plus, I've noticed the time is getting on a little bit. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if giving the prior's... I think giving the abbot's head to the prior is a bad move. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to open the door, I think. But we'll do it next time. I think between now and whenever next time is, which will probably be Thursday, actually next week, and I'm going to make you wait, I may jump in and redo a run through the monastery there, if only because I don't think I want to use quite so many bloody resources, so many bullets. I used a lot there. Now that I know where the crypt entrance is, I could get there much more sneakily, probably. With more facility anyway, and use fewer bullets and stuff, so I might redo that. Just so that I've got more bullets left, because otherwise I'm going to end up in the rest of the game to do and no bloody ammunition, and that'd be a blooming nightmare. I could slowly work my way into building some up again, maybe. But like pistol rounds in particular might be hard to come by. Maybe not. Rifle rounds might be. But like slow, patient working through of trying to farm up bandits and stuff for ammo would be plausible but nightmarish. So I don't think I want to do that. I think I'll just hop back and kind of save a few bullets. Although I may still have to do it anyway. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think next time we'll open that door and see what lies within. Should be doable. Cheers, Singer. Have a good night. Plan tomorrow is to check out The Altars. It comes out at about 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. It goes live, actually, UK time. So yeah, looking forward to that. It's day one Game Pass and so on and so forth. So we're going to check that out. I've got it pre-installed and everything. I can see the icon right over there. So looking forward to checking that out. Should be good. It's a sci-fi kind of survival thing with a big base that appears to be a giant wheel that rolls around this planet that you crashed on. And I think you have to stay out of the sun, otherwise you die very quickly, I believe. Involves, running out and doing varying runs into the world. But you've also got, instead of sort of recruiting people, you recruit versions of yourself from alternate universes where you have made different life choices. And, one of you might have ended up an engineer, another might have ended up as a biologist, and so on and so forth. And each have different opinions and so on. So your character ends up arguing with multiple versions of himself who each have different opinions because you've wrenched them out of their own timelines or something like that. So yeah, all a bit weird. And looking forward to seeing what the deal with that is. Oh, crikey. Yeah, so that's the plan tomorrow. If all goes according to, then I will probably not stream at the weekend. We'll jump back in next week. I need to check out whether or not the unofficial patch for Oblivion solves the audio issue we're having that's pissing me the hell off. So I need to figure that out over the weekend. And I've got 3 demos I want to check out over the weekend as well. So lots to do on that front. And a build to do tomorrow and finish off before, make the video and everything in time for Saturday. So lots to do, I think. Yeah. Keep myself busy for sure. So, that's the plan for the next couple of days. Next week, we will see. Much like this week, it was a big old question mark, but I foresee less changes on that front over on the from the perspective of next week. I think it'll still be a relatively quiet week either. Oblivion got a patch last night. Yes, it did. I covered that the other last week, back into last week, as it went into Steam beta. It is not massively interesting. Well, it's got some good bug fixes in it. It's also missing some very, very major ones and adjustments and things that people have been asking for, and definitely doesn't solve the problem that I have. So yeah, there is that. Still, I think I've already got that downloaded. I think. Went up yesterday, didn't it? So I probably have done, yeah. Yeah, they put it in beta for a couple of days. Starfield, they've been doing it for 2 weeks with their patches, and then they'll bring them out. But for this one, it's only a couple of 6 days, I think it was this time. It's a bit weird, but anyway. Excuse me. Either way, we'll see what happens. Lots going on, so yeah. We'll dive back in next week. Yeah, Altars tomorrow should be an interesting proposition. I'm curious to check that game out. I've had one eye on it since it was announced. I think it was announced about this time last year, I think. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with that. Be good. Anyway, thank you for hanging out. We've had fun. We'll pick up Atomfall on Thursday next week, this time next week. Back to Fallout streaming next Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday we'll do probably Oblivion if all goes well, and the patch solves the problem. If not, probably more Tainted Grail, and yeah, I think that pretty covers it. As for the Altars, we'll see how I'm going to shoehorn that in. If I am going to, I might do a little bit of it, but I probably won't play it long term on the channel unless it ends up being something. We'll see how that goes though, but probably won't be a long term thing. But I do want to check it out, so we'll do that tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for hanging out. You know where buttons are if you haven't already. Like, subs, notification bell. I do appreciate it. Social media links in description and in chat there as well now. And yeah, channel memberships on the blue join button if you're interested. I appreciate that as well. Yeah, we'll be back at this tomorrow around about 8:30, I think. Hopefully I'll be well underway with a new camp build by then. Well, hopefully I'll be done with it. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out. Look after yourselves, stay safe, have a good day tomorrow, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you around about 8 o'clock. So, until then, good night. it.